States addresses our deep concern over the Venezuelan government's decision to return opposition leaders Leopoldo López and Antonio Ledezma to prison. We call for their immediate release. Their arrest comes 2 days after the Maduro regime's illegitimate election for a constitutional assembly, which provoked even more violence in that country on the streets, with more than 10 people killed in that alone. The United States is concerned about grave human rights abuses. As Vice President Pence has said during his recent conversation by phone with Mr. Lopez, quote, "The United States stands with the Venezuelan people, and we call for the full and unconditional release of all political prisoners in Venezuela, free and fair elections, restoration of the National Assembly, and respect for human rights in Venezuela." Our thoughts and prayers reside with all of those who have suffered during Venezuela's political crisis. The United States urges the reestablishment of democracy in Venezuela and the restoration of the prosperity that Venezuelans have fought so hard to achieve. We are committed to supporting the Venezuelan people through this long struggle.
What we want to see is for Venezuela to return to its constitution, return to its scheduled elections, and allow the people of Venezuela to have the voice in their government that they deserve. We're very, very troubled by what we're seeing unfold following the Constituent Assembly vote, which went about as we expected. But the rearrest of opposition leaders last night is very alarming. This could lead to an outbreak of further violence in the country. The situation from a humanitarian standpoint is already becoming dire. We are evaluating all of our policy options as to what can we do to create a change of conditions where either Maduro decides he doesn't have a future and wants to leave of his own accord, or we can return the government processes back to their constitution. But we're quite concerned about what we're seeing down there. It is a policy discussion that's currently under development through the interagency process this week.